Now this is all you need to generate leads online. My day starts at 4:30 when I hit the desk. I turn on my computer and set down my French press, waiting for it to be ready to give me fuel for the day. The very first thing I do when I turn on my computer is I go directly to Google Calendar and I see if there's been any changes to my schedule. In this particular instance, I have a giant meeting that's been canceled, so I immediately look to my one thing, my big goal for the week, and what I can do to work towards that goal. It's always important that I spend the first 3 to 4 hours of my day focused on my one thing for the week or the quarter. In this particular instance, I need to complete a task that I was going to complete during the meeting anyway, and then I can dive right into my one thing time and work, but not before I finally get to drink my first cup of coffee because the French press is ready to go. And as I sip my first cup of Joe and start getting that little dose of caffeine from my decaf coffee, I go into Google Drive and open up all of the different documents and templates that I'm going to need over the next few hours. So I don't have to worry about looking for anything, and I can stay 100% focused on the work that I'm doing. And then once my one thing time block is over, I check our project management app and quickly look at my email for any client updates or internal team updates and make any adjustments I need to the rest of my day based upon those things. And I can easily move the rest of my day around because I know I've already spent my most important time working on my one thing. The rest of today is actually building a funnel, which I want to share with you now. Now, when it comes to funnel building, it's really easy to get overcomplicated. So I wanted to show you how I was able to put together this landing page in less than an hour and a half yesterday, including all of the back-end stuff and the introduction email to deliver the lead magnet, because I did the stupid thing of putting out a YouTube video and then forgetting to actually put a download link for the free guide that the video was about. So definitely not perfect. Things always go wrong, but that's what happens when you focus on being done instead of having all your I's and T's dotted. So I just wanted to show you, here's another example of a landing page you can build actually using MailerLite. Of course, I will affiliate link them down below. I've actually started to move all of our pages over there, and I'll get to how you can actually do split testing and Google Analytics, all that fun nerdy stuff I'll leave till the end. Here I just want to show you how to put together a simple landing page and how I actually put the landing pages together in what I consider record time using this template that I actually gave away for free. So I just want to show you that what I provide and what I share in these videos is what I actually use for myself and clients. Obviously, when it comes to clients, I'm going to spend a little more time than 90 minutes to put this together and write the copy. So the very first thing I need to do is, of course, create a new group or list inside of my MailerLite account. All of these open rates are super, super high. This would make a great clickbait for a video, but considering I just set up the account a few days ago, I'm not going to count on 100% or what is it, 78 and 50% open rates. My gosh, that's just insane. So I like to give my funnels a 3-letter code. So here we're going to be building a quick lead generation funnel for a time blocking offer. So this is going to be Aspire time blocking, and that's about as complex as you need to be. I mean, 3 characters gives you a lot of flexibility. So I just give 3 characters to everything that we do. I always know 3 characters means it's some sort of funnel. So I'm going to go ahead and name the group the actual funnel name so everything stays consistent and easy. And then I'll come over to here and I'll actually create my landing page. So you just click on sites and you see, ooh, 61 conversion rate. And then we have 21. So this is actually pretty amazing because I just put this together this morning and we already have 5 people. So that's almost a half a person an hour if you counted that up. So let's go ahead and create the landing page. I'll go ahead and give it the exact same name and then save and continue. And then I'll also go through how I find images, how I actually write these things out, write the headlines and bullet points in record time. And the reason I set up the group ahead of time is because now I have to choose what group I want people to be sent to. And of course it's not on this list, so I have to refresh because I'm using different tabs. All right, now our time blocking group is showing up. We'll click save and continue, and we'll go ahead and actually start building our page. So something that I always do in our Google Drive is make sure that I store everything that we need inside there. Now, when it comes to their templates, I am not really a fan of any of them. I think that based upon what I like to do, I just start from scratch. So I'll just choose the first one and then just take everything out. But inside of Google Drive, what I need to do is create a new folder for this landing page. I'm getting confused. Landing page sales funnel. I'll right click, new folder, and I'll go ahead and name that folder that. And then I'm actually going to drop in my little funnel template document here, and I'll go into the funnel template document. I'm going to rename it the exact same. So everything's named the same, and I'll even rename it up here if I can highlight correctly. There we go. Okay, cool. So I'll be going through this in a little bit because now it's time to actually create our landing page and use this template and the formulas to put things together. But first, inside of our landing page, there's a bunch of elements that we don't want. So I'm going to just jump ahead to me literally deleting everything on this page. And now that we have a blank page, let's go ahead and put in our elements. So I want some text at the top, then I want a headline. Come on. Then I want a headline. Come on, be nice. All right, there we go. See, you're not alone when that happens. It happens all the time. All page builders, even Thrive themes, which I enjoy using dearly. All right, here we go. And then the sign up form, and this is literally all we're going to need for our landing page. So these three elements are what I used to create this landing page. And actually, there's a fourth element, all this disclaimer text, but that's just a bunch of that's just a text element at the bottom. So let's go ahead and do that right now because you definitely don't want to forget to do that. Otherwise, Google and Facebook are going to come after you and be really nasty and mean and tell you that you can't run traffic anymore because you forgot to link up your disclaimer. Which, as I say that, you'll see that there are actually no links here. So I definitely need to make sure that I do that. And now that we have the legal stuff out of the way, let's jump back over to the template and walk through the copywriting that I actually did before recording because we would have been here an extra 20 minutes. So it typically takes me anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes to kind of get in the groove with what I'm writing. And then I just kind of go for at least another 10 to 15 minutes of just writing out a bunch of ideas. So again, this template, I'll link up to the video that walks through how to use it. But essentially, I have a bunch of headline and sub-headline formulas here, along with some other simple copywriting formulas you can use. What I recommend is coming up with landing page examples that you like. In my particular instance, I went and looked at timeblockingmastery.com, which is owned by the people who did the One Thing book, which I talk about a lot on this channel. And then Evan Pagan, who is actually an old school, direct response marketer, had a product called Wake Up Productive. So if I was really serious about this, I would go and look up his sales copy to get some ideas about what people care about when it comes to being more productive, because that's tied to time blocking. I'll link up all these other videos below that go through how to use these copywriting formulas. For me, I just landed on how to get more done without burning out. So I decided that burnout and getting more done were kind of the big result, and then what people wanted to avoid, because typically when people want to get more done, they think they have to do more work, and then ultimately they get burned out. So I like to use this template because it helps give me a sense of how the copy is going to look on the page. And also, quick note here, get instant access to, just literally fill in the blank with whatever you're offering and it works. So before I edited this one, it said get instant access to the complete YouTube guide. It could be YouTube guide, it could be sales funnel template, it could be, done for you email script so you can make 2020 your breakout year. I just really like this because it allows you to have a nice looking subheadline without really doing any work, because it works with almost anything. So what I'll do here is I'll go ahead and copy these and then start actually creating my headline. So I'll go ahead and paste in my headline. Of course, I want this headline centered, so we can click in here and change all of the fonts, although we can do this on the landing page level so it cascades down to everything. Let's just say we want an orange or a dark orange. I don't know. Let's do orange, right? And we'll go ahead and make sure it is centered. We'll click save. If we wanted it to be smaller, we could go ahead and do this. I kind of like having it done without burning out. It just happened to work out that it matched what was in our preview document here, but it's not always going to, because MailerLite doesn't have the ability to really change how the text looks yet. So free productivity template, that's what's going to go up top here. So we'll go ahead and just paste that in, and then go ahead and tell it to center the text. And then we'll click on settings and remove the bottom spacing so it shows up right on top. and then we'll remove the top spacing on this guy, clicking on settings, so that it's right above. Let's leave it at 10. Okay, there we go. We'll go ahead and save all those changes. And now it's time for us to put together the image and the bullet points. Now in the description, I'll link up to some basic HTML you can use because I don't even know how to write this. I had to go to Stack Overflow and grab it, but I'll go over to Google Keep here, and I am just going to pull in my checkmark list because currently they don't have the ability to have these little check marks by themselves. So I'm just copying and pasting this HTML that I pulled off Stack Overflow, so I definitely didn't write this. And then you can just come in here and I will highlight whatever my next bullet point is, and I'll go to here and copy it. And just like that, jumping ahead, I've gone ahead and replaced all of that. So now we have our 3 bullet points, and we can have a headline like what you're going to get. Not what you're going to get, we'll just do you're going to get. What you're going to get is going to be a little too long here. So we'll go ahead and click on settings. We can of course change the spacing. I'll go ahead and leave the spacing the same, and I'll increase the bottom spacing just a little bit. And then of course we can also change how wide or narrow the element actually is. And you can also change all of the content styles here. For time purposes, I'll just leave those alone. But now comes what could seemingly be the hard part, but actually this is going to be super simple once you see how you can easily put this landing page together and make it look really nice, even though it's just a bunch of text. And so why I'm going through this is I really want to show you like what we have right here is all you need for a landing page. It's really easy to look at all of the fancy softwares out there and think that you need this grand design for whatever you're offering, and you really don't. What matters most is this headline and the bullet points, which is ironic because I literally just spent 15 minutes, banging them out for this particular tutorial, but you definitely want to spend most of your time on the headline and of course the bullet points. Now when it comes to the image, you'll notice here on this first example I just have a screenshot from the video, and the second one I have this nice looking graphic. So there's a couple things you can do. The first one is free, and then the second one is actually paid. So the first one is you can go over to a site like pixabay.com, type in a couple of keywords, and see if you can find a illustration or vector. So when you're doing your search, you actually want to make sure that you click on illustration or vector graphics, because those are the ones that are going to be, I just think, the best quality, and it's going to remove all of the stock photos because everybody knows what a stock photo looks like. So you definitely don't want to use that. In this particular instance, I didn't find anything that I really thought was cool or enjoyed, but if you do, like let's say for example, you really like this image, you can drop it into PowerPoint and actually remove the background and do quite a few things like add shadows. You can just search on YouTube PowerPoint remove background or PowerPoint add shadows, and you'll be able to see that you don't need Photoshop to edit most of the videos that are here, especially if you're in the vector section. The vectors do a really good job, so PowerPoint can like instantly figure out what lines need to be or what background needs to be removed. The second thing you can do is, or actually part 2 of number 1, is you can go over to Canva and click on mobile first presentation. And then you'll be able to go through all of these different templates. So if you're putting together your lead magnet, which I'll go through in a second here, then this is a great place to just create the cover and create your entire lead magnet. And then you can also export the first page as a PNG or JPEG and then put it directly on your landing page, and you're done for your image. Now, number 2 is what I'm actually going to do. We pay a monthly fee, or monthly or annual fee. I think it's a couple $100 a year. It's totally worth it though, is Envato Elements. So when you're doing your searches on anything that's paid and you're looking for graphics that look anything like this kind of cool modern looking, is you just want to use isometric and then whatever keyword you're looking for. So I just looked for productivity. I tried time management before I started this video and I just didn't find much of anything. And you'll find all these style of graphics that look really good. So what I try to do is just find one that I can literally just use right off the bat that encapsulates what I'm trying to offer. And so in this particular instance, I'm going to cheat here because I spent a little bit of time looking, and I think there was a nice one in here somewhere. Yeah, the portfolio one. So of course I like this one, and I think some of these other ones could work as well. So I'll go ahead and just download them, and then I'll be able to use the PNG that I want on my landing page. So I'm going to jump cut ahead to when I actually have that image. And now that it's downloaded, I actually found one that I like more, this planning one. I think that fits time blocking much better. So I'll go back over to our landing page here, and I will come in to change the image. Let's go ahead and grab and upload the planning image. And something that's also cool is I'll be able to crop the image if necessary. So we'll go ahead and select our new planning image. And now we have our landing page. That looks good enough. So let's go ahead, save and publish, and then we'll be able to preview our live landing page that is ready to start collecting leads. We'll go ahead and give it a URL name. You'll see I use the same URL name as I've named it. Everything else, we'll just add our favicon. This is something that I see a lot of people don't do, especially those ClickFunnels users. I don't know why. Please, if you're using a page builder, just add your own favicon. You can make it easily inside of Canva. If you don't know how to do that, just YouTube search favicon inside or favicon with Canva. I think it's like 54 by 54 or something. And then go ahead and paste in your tracking codes here. Hopefully you're using Google Tag Manager. We'll go ahead and click on Save. And once we click save, it will publish, and we can finally check out our new landing page that we've built in less than 30 minutes. So we'll go ahead and copy our URL, jumping ahead to when it's finally loaded. And here we go. Free productivity template, how to get more done without burning out. And we can go ahead, we probably want to change this to orange or something to match this color and change it when the mouse goes over. But as you can see, this is a decent looking landing page. It's not going to win any design awards by any means necessary. I'm not claiming like, check it out, this is the best landing page ever, but it works, it's done. And when you compare this landing page to not having a landing page yet, this landing page wins, especially since MailerLite still offers a free plan. It might not be around forever, but at least for the foreseeable future, you can build a landing page for free using MailerLite. And the reason I'm harping on the free thing is because I do read a lot of comments about people saying that they don't have money for ClickFunnels or Lead Pages or Instapage or Unbounce or GetResponse, even though GetResponse is really, really good. It's just, there's no excuse. You can definitely do this. And yes, there's so many things that you could do better, but done is always better than perfect. And speaking is done is better than perfect. If you're still watching this video, go ahead and hit that like button and comment below that you actually made it this far. You just add done is better than perfect in your comment, so I actually know. I've seen another YouTuber doing that, so I thought I would just add that there because I am curious how many people actually make it this far. And I wanted to show you something because on the subject of done is better than perfect, we've been spending a lot of time migrating things over to MailerLite, and I wanted to show you the reason why we're doing this. And this is because this is a landing page for the Aspire Notebook. So for the past almost 3 years now, I've had one offer, and almost 5,000 people have signed up for this particular offer, and this includes everything from time blocking all the way to membership site templates and funnel templates, which need to be updated because OptimizePress died, or OptimizePress 2.0 is obsolete now. But I just want to share this with you because for the longest time, this is what the landing page looked like, and this landing page right here worked. So compare this landing page to the one we just built. There's not that big of a difference, and this simple landing page is responsible for over 5,000 subscribers, and that email list subscribers, not YouTube subscribers. And it's just so incredible how simple things like this landing page can have such a big difference on your business. And now we've moved the landing page over to MailerLite, so this is what the landing page looks like. And just one more nerdy thing for you, since you're still watching, which means I know you're actually going to appreciate this, I'm going to link up to the Google Analytics tutorial that I went through, that I created this year, specifically the UTM parameters, because even though we've been driving traffic to this one page, we have had UTM parameters, so we can come in here and we can see inside of Google Analytics not only which offer is getting the most clicks, so out of all the videos we've posted, the sales funnel template offer is the one that people care about the most. You'll see here, we just made the time blocking template. So now what we're going to be able to do, thanks to Pretty Links, as you can see with this, something that I was doing earlier today, is we can take the URL of the page that we just created, and inside of Pretty Links, we can now just replace that URL with the new landing page, and we don't have to go find the links anywhere. So when it comes to, what you should do when building your funnel, definitely just get the landing page up. And if you have multiple offers or you want to provide multiple things, just drive people to the same landing page. Don't overcomplicate it. The only complexity you need is UTM parameters inside of the links that you're sharing, and you can use Pretty Links, which is a free plugin for WordPress, and that way you always have flexibility to change the landing page URLs in the future. I just want to show you one more cool thing here. If we go to, advertising, and we click on add content, instead of looking at the campaign, now I can actually go through and start looking at the individual videos and how many clicks those videos are getting. And because of us using UTM and using Pretty Links, when we go back to my dashboard here and we look at the sites, all of these pages have been built within the last 72 hours. So I didn't have to go to YouTube one time to start redirecting people to the new Aspire Notebook landing page. I literally just inside of Pretty Links updated all the links to go to this landing page instead of the old landing page built with Thrive themes. So I sincerely hope you got some value out of this video, and it's just encouraging to show you how easy it is to put together a sales funnel. I just realized that we're probably way over time here, but I just realized that I forgot to go through the lead magnet section, and the only thing I wanted to point out here in the lead magnet section is the way I come up with what to include in the lead magnet is I simply in the notes section say whatever I promised on the landing page and then make that a tip. So for example here, I promised discover to 3x your productivity by spending less time working. So that's going to be the first 3 tips is 0 to 1, 2x, and then 3x. Because if I said 1x, there's going to be one person one math person who's going to go, well, if you 1x, it's just the same you have, right? So 0 to 1. Anyway, if that didn't make any sense, that just means you're normal. And then the other tips will just be the Excel, PDF, and Google Sheet versions that I am offering. So that's all over the place, but hey, that's why I enjoy vlogs, because I can just sit here and literally just share with you how things work and what I've put together. So one more rapid fire. This one took me just over 90 minutes to put together from start to finish. And of course, this one took less time because it was already put together. And this is the one we just built in less than 30 minutes. So go ahead and comment below with get done is better than perfect to let me know that you reached it towards the end of the video. I will link up in the description to all the resources you would need to put together this simple landing page and more. Didn't really have time to go through the email. I'll probably talk about that more in a future vlog. But until the next, keep building the business you love.